There's over 10,000 houses coming to the Kissimmee Park area right next to Lake Toho. I've been talking about this area up and down the turnpike for a long time now, and yet finally there's some actual development going on here. And so today I'm going to talk through a few different neighborhoods that I know a lot about and some that are just now coming online to sort of paint the picture of what's coming. Stay tuned. And we've done a lot of videos in the St. Cloud area lately. We've done Sunbridge. If you haven't watched that video, make sure you do that as well. But down in this area, you're about 25 minutes from Disney, from right here in St. Cloud, which blows me away to think. You're about 15 to 20 minutes away from Lake Nona. You're 20 minutes away from the airport. So there's a lot of reasons on top of it being a really affordable option for so many people living here in Osceola County. It's a reason why this area is blowing up. The first neighborhood here in the Kissimmee Park area is Crossberry. It's gonna be 5,200 homes. It also has a new high school that's getting ready to be built, as well as a commercial area. So although you're maybe 10 minutes away from the closest Starbucks and some other stuff like that, you're gonna have some things right here in the neighborhood coming really soon. The three builders that are here in the neighborhood are Jones Homes, Meritage, and MI. All really good mid and upper tier builders for the production homes that we have here locally. So this is Crossberry, right, as of right now?
Yes. Correct. So in this development here, one of the most important things was the location, being right next to the turnpike, giving you quick, easy access into Orlando. I don't know if you got a chance to saw, there's a whole new exit being built right there.
Yeah.
So that's going to be pretty cool. And right off that exit, that's where they're going to be building that urban center. And that urban center right now is the plans. We know there's a hotel with 600 rooms going in. There's going to be grocery stores supporting businesses, restaurants, and things like that. Throughout the development, only thing that you can physically see with your eyes right now is the ED4 portion, which is 1,100 homes currently between three builders, right? So you have Meritage, Jones Homes, who I represent, and MI that's behind us.
Yeah.
We have three different product lines. We're doing townhomes, bungalows, and single family homes.
And Jones, you guys build a really good product. We sold a lot up in Lake Nona with you guys.
Absolutely.
And so, but yet it's affordable here compared to everybody, right? So are you seeing a lot of people drawn here because it's so affordable?
We're seeing a ton of people because of affordability for one. We're seeing a lot of people relocating from South Florida up here, right? It's a huge market that's happening. Obviously Northeast, as we've seen over the years, but you just get so much more for your money here.
This is ED4. How many homes does Crossberry actually eventually going to be?
5,200 homes. So 5,200 homes for the first master plan, and then there's two more coming after that.
All right, so what makes Jones Homes different than the other builders in the area?
Well, one of the things that makes us different and kind of we have established in this area in Central Florida for the time being here, we're international developers. We have developed all over the world, right? For one, it's not only that we've done single family homes, we've done sports complexes like Manchester United Soccer Coliseum, and we've done resorts. But what really does for Jones Home and separates us from everybody else is our included luxury features that we give the homeowners with the home and being given that full transparency. So when you come into a Jones Homes community, it doesn't matter where it's here, Lake Nona, or another development, you're always gonna get the same exact treatment. You're always gonna walk in, we're gonna have an included feature model so you can see exactly what you get with, so there's no surprises, right? And we're also gonna include a home site with your home, right? So there's a lot of builders doing a lot of things to kind of get you in, and then you start finding out all these other things down the road. We don't like that. We like to give you full transparency throughout, and without most respect, with our included luxury features, service, and quality.
Yeah, what would you give in terms of advice of a buyer that's shopping kind of like this whole St. Cloud area?
Man, there's a lot I want to go into, in today's world, incentives, right? That everybody kind of is running and looking for. I really tell the buyers, you really got to educate yourself, right? You go sit down, whatever builder is, and really find out what you're getting for that, and what the consequences are later. Because we're starting to see some of that in the last 2 years, where they ran into a certain development, a certain area, and now they're starting to come back.
Warranty issues, structural issues, stucco issues, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. When I'm not checking out tractors, my team and I, we're selling hundreds of houses every single year to people just like you. Make sure you hit the subscribe and check us out over on Google. We've got over 1,500 five-star reviews. When the time to buy or sell comes, make sure you reach out. Right behind me is Kissimmee Park, and this is Lake Toho Road. And a lot of this area in St. Cloud used to be these houses that sit on acreage and have horses and cows, and obviously has now been redeveloped. Now, some of you guys will not like that. Other ones will be excited about activating the lakefront at Lake Toho down the road. But right behind me is Metro Developers. They're gonna have 2,600 homes on their Whaley Platte subdivision. It's about 750 acres. Now, here's why it's exciting. There's gonna be the third Crystal Lagoon opening in the Central Florida area right in here. So you're gonna have public access and the amenity inside the neighborhood that is going to be that Crystal Lagoon. It's the same type of lagoon that's going to be over in Everest Place in Kissimmee and over at the Evermore Resort. So to have that right here in St. Cloud, everything else that's coming on in this area, plus the 2,600 homes in this neighborhood, it's going to be exciting to see how this corner takes shape over the next decade. Central Florida's lakes are some of our best amenities. It's not just the theme parks, but it's enjoying nature. This is Whaley's Landing. It's a public boat launch, and right off to our east is Friar Cove, which was just approved by the state for a new boat launch and marina over on that side, which will have a couple hundred boat slips there as well. And so when you look at Waterland, which is our next community we're talking about, it's over 16,000 homes that are coming across 6,000 acres. They're gonna have a lot of different builders there, from Perry Homes, Lennar, and a lot of others. And so between the last two areas we talked about, the neighborhoods coming here, there's over 20,000 new entitlements in this Lake Toho area, with a lot of new schools and a lot of new shopping and community, all sort of with access to the turnpike and so many other things that are really not too far away. And so I believe, and I've been saying this on our Instagram and other places, that this section of St. Cloud and Osceola County is going to be the place to watch. It's going to be very, very similar to what's going on out in Lake County and everything up and down 27 out there. So let me know down below, would you choose Lake County or Osceola based on everything else that's coming along? There's a lot of things that people get concerned with when we talk about development. They talk about schools, they talk about things to do in the area, places to shop, they talk about nature preservation, but the number one thing people get concerned about and are loud about is roads. Now, last year, Osceola County considered a 90-day moratorium on new development to make sure that they were having their zoning and their infrastructure plan correct. They also went to the state and asked for $55 million specifically for this area with new off-ramps and a continuation of Nolte Road to try to give us more space and easy access before homes came along. Now, the governor unfortunately vetoed that part of the bill, but the county still stepped in and said, hey, we're going to approve these roads and figure out with the developers how to pay for it. And they've already started working on some of those road extensions as well. And so I think that Osceola County is actually thinking about it the right way. And yeah, rooftops are important. And when you finally have that tax money, you can invest back into infrastructure. But if you plan for it first and you start thinking through, how do we make sure that these roads do end up happening and that we're not so far behind like Orange County has been in many ways, that it's a more healthy way to grow. I'm excited to see it for this area. Over 20,000 new houses, a dozen builders, new schools, new roads, and so much coming to this area. It's actually amazing to see it finally starting to take shape. And so if you're looking to sell or buy a house anywhere in Central Florida, including this area, my team and I want to be your real estate resource of choice. So make sure you reach out at theorlandoreal.com/YouTube to get started. We'll see you guys on the next video.